I had to be better. I had to be the best. I had to be perfect. I had to push myself to the point of no rest to get there. It wasn't until the day I sat in my therapist's office and said aloud, "I feel like I'm not good enough," that I became aware of what was going on. I was finally ready to address it now that I had admitted it to myself. Prior to my realization, I was only able to project this externally onto other people. Mostly, this wound would get triggered in my relationships. I fed on this subconscious wound by jumping headfirst into relationships, trying to fix and change my ex-partners, and when they did not overwork themselves to magically change overnight and all at once, or they did something to really trigger this wound, out it came with a vengeance. I would catch them cheating, and my response would be, "You can't even stay faithful. You're not good enough." If I were good enough, why would they have reason to cheat? Of course, I know now that it wasn't because I wasn't good enough or anything like that. That was their stuff, their issues, their insecurities, their egos, and their mistakes. And I also know that cheating on your partner is not okay. But the fact of the matter is, I was attracting these relationships. This dynamic threw me into a whirl of feeling like I was never good enough. Most of the time, I was never a priority in my partner's life. That makes sense, given I was never a priority in my parents' life either. See, this is how it repeats itself. My previous partners that I have had in the past prioritized either drugs, partying, or worst of all, other women. I know all of these situations were not fun to be in, but dealing with feeling like I needed to compete with other women to win a man's affection was a pretty low feeling.